What up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back again with Taylor Swift versus Taylor Swift. Today we're doing Red. This one was hard to find, so we're going to do Red, the live version from New York City. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked. Let's get into it. Hey.
Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street. Faster than the wind, passionate as sin, ending so suddenly. Loving him is like trying to change your mind once you're already flying through the free fall. Like the colors in autumn so bright, just before they lose it all. Losing him is blue like I never know. Missing him is dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met. But loving him was rare. Loving him was Touching him was like realizing all you ever wanted was right there in front of you. Memorizing him was as easy as knowing all the words to your old favorite song. Fighting with him was like trying to solve a crossword and realizing there's no right answer. Regretting him was like wishing I never found out love could be that slow. Losing him was blue like I never known. Missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met.
Man, young Taylor is just something else. Hey.
Loving him was rare. Remembering him comes in flashbacks and echoes. Tell myself it's time now. Gotta let go. We're moving on from him is impossible, and I still see it all in my head. Burning red. Losing him was blue like I never known.
Oh, shit.
Missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met. 'Cause loving him was rare. Yeah.
Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never.
Maserati down a dead-end street.
Alright. I know what you're thinking. It's probably not going to be a fair fight between a live version and the studio version. But it is what it is. I call the shots, alright? I make the rules. So now let's get into the Taylor's version. Hey.
Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead-end street. Faster than the wind, passionate as sin, ending so suddenly. Loving him is like trying to change your mind once you're already flying through the free fall. Like the colors in autumn so bright, just before they lose it all. Losing him
line gets me, man. How do you try to know somebody you never met?
But loving him was red. Loving him was red. Touching him was like realizing all you ever wanted was right there in front of you. Memorizing him was as easy as knowing all the words to your old favorite song. Fighting with him was like trying to solve a crossword and realizing there's no right answer. Regretting him was like wishing you never found out that love could be that strong. Losing him was blue like I'd never known. Missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met. But loving him was red. Oh, red. Burning red.
Yeah, and this one I can already tell the big difference, man. Those vocals are different. Like there's maturity in that voice.
Remembering him comes in flashbacks and echoes. Tell myself it's time now. Gotta let go, but moving on from him is impossible. And I still see it all in my head. In burning red. Loving him was red. Oh, losing him was blue like I never known. Missing him was dark
They changed that part. The beat, the way this beat switches in the original, man.
gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met. 'Cause loving him was red. Yeah, yeah, red. Oh, burning red. And that's what keeps spinning around in my head. Comes back to me, burning red. Yeah, yeah. This love is like driving a new Maserati down a dead end street.
Nice, nice, nice. This one's gonna be hard to judge because we didn't listen to the Taylor version studio, but we had the live. Listen, there's no such thing as a lot of Taylor Swift, so we might just get into Red, like the proper one. Let's get- Alright, so it's almost impossible to find the audio to Taylor Swift Red, the original one, without it being live. So we're just gonna use one of these little videos to see if they didn't alter anything, not to get copywritten. Hopefully the production is intact.
Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead end street. Faster than the wind, passionate as sin, ending so suddenly. Loving him is like trying to change your mind once you're already flying through the free fall. Like the colors in autumn so bright, just before they lose it all. Losing him was blue like I'd never known. Missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met.
So from the jump, you can tell in this one, her voice is different, and also like the guitars that they use in the new version is totally different, and the spacing, like there's a lot of space in the Taylor's version, like that they use. I feel like they used a lot of reverb in the new version, like when they're mixing it, and that just gives it a lot of space, which fills you up, which makes me prefer the Taylor's version.
But loving him was red.
love that.
Remembering him comes in flashbacks and echoes. Tell myself it's time now. Gotta let go, but moving on from him is impossible when I still see it all in my head and burning red. Loving him was losing him was blue like I never known. Missing him was dark gray all alone.
This is another part they changed in the new version. If you listen to the
Forgetting in his light, trying to know somebody you never met. 'Cause loving him was red, yeah, yeah, red. Oh, burning red. And that's what he's done. Round and my head comes back to me, burning red. This love was like driving a new Maserati down a dead end street.
Yeah, this was so there's a lot of differences. Like the major difference is obviously gonna be the production. And I'm guessing the people who worked on the original album are not the people who worked on Taylor's version. So the mixing was going to be different. And if the mixing is different, you get a totally different song. Like it can literally be the same files that were used for this song that were used for the new one, and it will sound totally different. But either way, the vocals are different and the production is totally different. Like I feel in the new version they went very minimalistic in what they were trying to do, and just help the vocals punch out more and be more spacious when you're listening to them. A lot of stuff in order to pick it out, you're probably gonna have to be into music production, what they did, and I guess they always wanted to make it sound so familiar without taking it away from what the songs were, because people need to be familiar with what's going on rather than like, oh, today we're listening to this and then it's totally different. But this for me, the Red album was probably, I know for Taylor fans, everyone has their favorite, but the Red album was one of my favorite, followed by 1989. So I can't wait to see what she'll do with that one. But the Red album was when I really became like a huge Taylor Swift fan, and so that's why I'm doing these reactions, just to see like what are the little differences. Is there any really, But yeah, there's a lot. Her voice is totally different, and the delivery is totally different. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this reaction, man. We can never have enough Taylor Swift. Let me know which other Taylor versus Taylor song you'd like me to do. There's a lot of songs in the Red album that I haven't done. So yeah, keep on checking, and I'll see you in the next.